Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom. This video is going to be a little interesting because it's kind of going to be an overview video, except not really, because usually I make overview videos when I want to take a look at a certain cookie's skills, you know, their story and all that whatnot. However, this one's going to be interesting because, well, thank you. Anyway, this video is going to be interesting because this is going to be looking at costumes, because recently in a video I managed to get not only just playing Pure Vanilla Cookie's Truthless Recluse costume, but I also got Shadow Milk Cookie's, I think it's Sage of Truth costume, and I got both of those. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over to both of them, and there's going to be like two big segments for this video. I'm going to be looking over each one, you know, their quotes, and look at their story, and how they look in the design format. And then for the other one, I'm going to be doing the same thing. And near the end of the video, I'm going to be going ahead and using both of them in battle, because they might have some interesting quotes or something like that. Now, let me tell you right now, if Shadow Milk Cookie is around this place, he's probably working for all I know. No, he's not. I don't know if there's any sort of special interaction these two have with each other. Yeah, I completely doubted that for a second. I'm pretty sure they just run away from each other. But, yeah, anywho. Oh, get the sheep cookie away from him, definitely. But, like, if I go over here, you see just basic Shadow Milk Cookie and basic Pure, well, not basic, Ascended. But you see both of them right there. So, instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on their costumes, because I want to see how these two are like. So, before I want to, let me just say something right here first. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be reading many comments in this video, only just because, you know, I kind of like to stick to videos where I can read comments, where I can kind of multitask. Instead, these videos are usually dedicated for focusing on the cookie. But if you still want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun, enjoyable time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most. So obviously we have them both right here, but let's just back out real quick. First, let's go to by release date. Shadow Milk Cookie first.
Let the show begin.
Well, you're right on that regard, because we're just gonna go ahead and zip over to your costumes, and bam, legendary. In which this gives you instant differences in quotes too. And then if I go over here, if I just scroll down a bit low, go over here, and I go over to costumes, we have this. Truthless Recluse. Ugh, I suck at saying that. The Truthless Recluse. Bam. And which you just kind of, I mean, you at least had some motion looking down. Then we go back. Yeah, they are, well, they're here now. And look at the both of them too. Okay, so just to go over like how they look, if I were to pick Pure Vanilla up, let's just pick them up right here and check this. Like, look at this. This like little photo of you right here. They're just showing right there. Sure. Fully Shadow Milk can stare. They're both looking away. They're just like, what is going on over here? And they just walk, and then Pure Vanilla just sits down. Of course, Shadow Milk is just still, just dumbfounded. I think they are wondering what a sugar gnome is. I think they're very curious as to what that thing is over there. Right now, that's kind of stuck. But hey, there you go. There we go. The friends, the quote-unquote amigos. Even though I'm pretty sure they're more like rivals, if anything. Oh, that's so cool. That's a nice shot. All right. So, and now they're running over. Okay, so, of course, if I pick them up, Shadow Milk still has the puppet look, but of course it's more of a brighter, even the eyes in the background are just like nice and cheery, which is very adorable. Like they have like the cheery expression, like, oh, this is exciting. And they're just happily waving at you, and you put them down, boop, they're back. And with the Truthless Recluse, oh, he's hearing a little like think of truth and sipping from a cup of tea. Oh, how wise and prosperous he is. I think he even has a monocle. Oh, and for Truthless Recluse, you pick him up, you see the eyeball that has, like, that flower has multiple eyes in it of, like, deceit, which is showing with this, like, dark aura behind him, which is adorable, but each of them have quotes, so if you're wondering, I think if you tap on them, I think you can only see the quotes if you were to tap on them, but each one does have, like, a quote that are different, which I have tested that before. These are different. So, for example, if I were to go to Pure Vanilla, it says here, no expectations, no burdens. Yep, as you can see, it's just straight up recluse, like total numb Pure Vanilla Cookie. But on the same opposite aspect, if I go over to Shadow Milk, he says,
playwright, poet, actor, and sage, all is moi.
So basically, he's just confirming, yeah, I'm a heavy playwright. I'm an actor. I basically like run a bunch of shows because this person knows a lot. Apparently, Pure Vanilla tried saying something right there, but it was just immediately cut off. But I like how this is interesting where I'm just looking at both of them at the same time. So, well, they're probably not. Oh, there's even a little birdie. Well, at least he finds a little bit of comfort in birds. That's actually kind of adorable. Well, he's just overlooking there, just like, what are you doing? What are you doing with that right there? Anyway, I only wanted to help you. I feel like that could be a reference to, you know, what Shadow Milk Cookie was doing and how Pure Vanilla tried to help, but he couldn't do anything. Or it had to do with Pure Vanilla being the fortune teller back when he was that, because I'm pretty sure that was a variant of the, you know, the recluse version of him. So I feel like that kind of makes sense. Look how happy he looks doing the chores. He had the biggest smile on his face. Are you kidding me?
The arts, academia, technology, magic, truth exists everywhere.
This guy preaches the truth, and I love him so much for it. Why can't we live in the perfect world where it's Pure Vanilla Cookie and this version of Shadow Milk? Like, they'd be the best of friends. Like, I'm just saying, they just love each other. No joke. Anyway, same thing with this, but you still, unfortunately, don't have any talking points. I wish you did, but, hopefully the strike ends at some point. This beautiful kingdom is but a fleeting moment. Basically, kind of like, you're kind of speaking like Mystic Flower there for a moment, because, you know, it's a fleeting moment. Everything's like a fleeting moment for them. Of course, these two don't have interactions, but still, that's why they have the different quotes and whatnot. But, yeah, there's that numbness coming into play again.
The cookie of truth? That's a me!
That's a me. Of course it is. Obviously, it shows with everything that you do, especially in this universe. Okay, we know that. Do I look weird? Well... Did they just, that was a priceless question? I'm just trying to figure this out, because sometimes these quotes just send, they only send for like 2 seconds. Well, that was a pointless question. In full, like, do I look weird? Well, that was a pointless question. Well, I don't think it looks, I mean, you don't look weird, it just definitely looks like an outfit change. If you had like, if I saw Pure Vanilla with a whole like aspect of like, you know, party sets on him, then that'd be weird. But this just looks like you're going through like a sad state right now. And I don't judge that.
The arts let the show begin. Think I'm wrong? Very well. Present your case.
Well, I want you to know that second quote I didn't click on him on, but the first one is the same one that normal Shadow Milk Cookie does say, so it still has his, you know, regular, like, playwriter sort of aspect on him. So, still unique to some regard. But, anyway, he's just trying to say, hey, I speak all truth. Are you gonna prove me wrong? Go ahead, try it. I dare you.
The more you know, the less you know.
I'm assuming that means if you try and ask more questions, it's just going to bring up more questions. That's the only thing I could assume that would happen and how that would work. It'd be cool if I could see these two interact with each other with these special costumes on, but that's just the way of the game. But whatever. What did I put my love and trust in all these years? Man, that's just sad. Man, this guy is really probably one of the most saddest characters in the game, but it's a good thing that this was just a phase, but technically this is what I call a alternate universe costume, where it basically completely changes the Cookie's attitude. But it is still sad to say the least. Anyway, peaceful walks are but a faint memory now. No! They took it. They took away his term. It's a good day to take a walk. They did it. Now it's not a good day to take a walk. They took it away! That's the saddest thing I've heard in this video! He's not even saying it's a good day to take a walk, it's now sad to take a walk. That's so depressing! That was the most iconic quotes, are you kidding me? Oh, that's super sad.
The truth reveals itself through creation.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. If it's created, then that means it's real. That's how truth is formed. And the other aspect, you just got this guy, of course, getting more love and sorrow and depression, just saying, I once believed that friendship will conquer all. And of course, where did that lead you? Well, probably right here, but hey, in another universe, you were all fine and dandy. Like, you basically made it, you perfectly aced it all out of there through another universe. Don't worry, I'll swap you back both. Well, maybe one of you. I'll swap you back both just to get you back to your former self. Or maybe I can keep you. At the very least, I hate having, not having costumes, just not showing them off. But anyway, back to the quotes.
Think I'm wrong? See the truth, and you shall know all.
Do you mean just the truth about one thing, or the truth about everything? I know you say you shall know all, but I mean, it could just be a stairway, because, you know one thing, you start knowing everything, then you just know literally everything. Then there's no such thing as opinion more, because it's all fact. Yeah, welcome to Cookie Run. I sense your sorrows. That's interesting. To be fair, it is kind of... It probably has to do with, their aura together. You know, Pure Vanilla's aura and the Truthless Recluse's aura, where, Pure Vanilla kind of can sense if someone's in pain, so... I feel like this one has to do with, like, it can sense more if you're in emotional pain than physical pain, because, you know, normal PRNO is all about healing you. This one could all just be about, like, you know, I don't know, just being sad, being like a sponge to soak in all the depression. I don't know, it's unique to think about. Those two can't interact, and those two can't interact. You're fine, Peach Blossom, no worries.
Why does everyone try so hard to hide their ignorance? Tisk.
Straight up tisk. Why they hide it? If that's a question for me to answer, why do people try so hard to hide their ignorance? It's because they want to seem like they're right all the time, because there's some people who are perfectionists, and there's some people who are just like, you know, trying to be goody two-shoes or something. They want to seem better in front of people, even though there's a lot of people who are going to be wrong. Trust me, there are lots. Speaking of which, I always thought I could make it work. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can't go into the expectation of just going like, oh, this will work, always, because sometimes it will fail, but sometimes if you can succeed, that's what matters. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you did, but that'll be for later.
The cookie of truth. Why does every playwright, poet, actor,
excuse me.
Oh, the origins of magic. Buckle up. You're in for a ride.
The fact that, like, he seems so cheery just to, like, try and explain all this to you. Just like, oh, man, you are in for it now. And you also gotta love how in this variant, even though his other eye is still blue, his normal eye, unlike, you know, the main color side of his face, well, I guess right now it would be his left side, is yellow. While with Pure Vanilla, they're now, like, blue and, like, lifeless. So, well, I guess they were they always, I'm pretty sure, I thought they would have been yellow. Kind of makes sense, like a lightish yellow, but maybe I'm forgetting something. Then again, we don't usually see Pure Vanilla with his eyes open. Anyway, that might be it for the normal quote. I will check this one more time. You know, I want to believe. Pointless. Thought I could make it work. We know this. We know that. Faint memory. That's very sad. Truth and deceit. They were one, after all. Yeah. You can't have one without the other, I would assume, which is kind of depressing.
The art playwright. I think I'm wrong.
Is there anything else with Shadow Milk though?
The more you... Oh, there you are. Time for some magic.
Were you trying to search for me? I mean, that's the case, I guess you are. And now you peacefully sit down. How adorable. Let's plop you two next together. What a nice little beautiful scene. And now you're just... I wonder if I could just put you two in like a little seat together just to sit. Can I pick you up? Oh yeah, I can. Why not? I wonder if like putting them down both, they could just suddenly look at you. He's walking away. He does not want any interaction with him. Like this is just welcome to Kick Your Run Kingdom. Creme brulee, hello. It'd be nice to have a guy some sort of like activated quote, like little scene right here, but it's whatever. I guess I can't really meddle with that now. But I know you probably want to see much more quotes on their little informational screen, which I can do right here. But I'm gonna do one each this time.
The truth is born in dispute.
The truth is born in dispute. So, I'm pretty sure that means, like, it's born when there's disputes happening. Like, there's always going to be two sides of a conversation. It's kind of like, you know, when there's drama going on, there's usually three sides of the story. There's side A, there's side B, and there's the truth. Which, always follow the truth. Don't follow anyone's else personalized side. Always just go with what the truth by combining both stories together and find contingencies. That's how you can prove a truth.
Ooh, are you proposing a debate? All right, but no backsies.
This guy's got to be a lawyer. Like seriously, this guy would just be straight up a good lawyer. Like plebs to like Long de Chat or Cappuccino, like get this guy as my lawyer, because he's not only just smart and know everything, like he knows everything, but also he's down to debate with no like hesitation. This guy's just down to just like fight with words, and he's not looking to back down. I like this guy.
Oh, come on. Why do you refuse enlightenment?
I think because people are scared of the truth. It's probably a big thing about fear, that they're either blinded by the truth or they're very scared of the truth, which there are some things that you can be scared of for the truth, no doubt about that, but still, it's still good to be knowledgeable.
Oh, do I really need to spell out everything? Come on, think.
I mean, you're kind of giving me everything anyway, so I'm not sure if that matters.
Admitting your ignorance is the first step towards the truth.
You know, this feels like something heavily... This is just definitely the opposite of Shadow Milk, because this is just like, you know, admitting your ignorance is the first step towards the truth. He's never going to admit ignorance. He's never going to admit ignorance once in his life. He'd rather die than do that.
Art can heal the soul.
I guess it depends, because there's some ways of, like, proposing or, like, making a sort of art that can actually heal your soul and make yourself feel better. It's kind of like a stress reliever thing, if you were to think about it.
Oh, come on. Hogwash, rubbish, baloney. I will not tolerate any.
Yeah, just hogwash, rubbish, and baloney. All just big old flacks of lies.
Oh, do I really? Now. I'm not like those other academics.
You mean the people who like research, or do you mean like the other, virtue cookies? Because this is definitely back when he was like, the cookie of like virtue and like, the virtue of knowledge and all that stuff. So, I'm not sure if you mean like that, or you just mean other researchers, but all I know is I'd still trust you.
The truth is... Oh, come on. Hogwash. The truth.
Anything else?
Now. Ooh. Oh, do I really need... Ooh.
That might be honestly all.
Who's hungry for knowledge? Oh, come here.
He's speaking to us like we're a cat. Just like, who's hungry? Come here, buddy. Alright. Not only is that adorable, but before I move on to pure vanilla cookie scores, I will read this costume, because I'm pretty sure this costume does have a story. It says right here, a sage enters the stage. Questions? Mysteries? Puzzles? He is the one he's the one who holds the key that opens any lock to the unknown. His monocle is glistening under the limelight. His gestures exaggerated like those of a brilliant comedian. Follow the twists and turns of the great epic he is reciting. Truth seekers, ask, and the sage will gladly provide, for infinite are the wonders of knowledge. So this man is all about all this like love and stuff like that. And I think if you look closely here, you can see the whole story here, which, you see, yeah, there we go. It's the whole line of the story. And if you're wondering, he also has a first encounter cutscene. So let's go ahead and view it right here. How wonderful does that look? Alright, now moving on, we also have the quotes for Pure Vanilla Cookie, which of course I have to voice because the voice actor ain't back yet. But they're still existing here, as you can see. Try all you want. The outcome remains the same. Depressing as per usual. I'm pretty sure that's something that, yeah, this is definitely in, match up with the fortune teller back in the story, because like they're just like, you go too far and you're not gonna be able to get back out, so you should probably just stop right now. But considering that you're gonna keep doing this because Pure Vanilla is like your friend, I guess I can't stop you. All right. Doubt. It's all that's left in me. That is. Ironically enough, I think you can still see a tiny tint of yellow inside of his other eyes, but it looked like in the overworld it was just straight up blue. But I could definitely tell there's still that heterochromium in his eyesight. The world is fundamentally imperfect. This guy's on a grudge, and I'm so sad to see him like this, but it's literally just the way of it. It's just like the only way for him to see all the truth in the world was for him to go through the deepest pains. And I feel like we're not done yet because we clearly haven't seen Hollyberry go through that pain yet. Have we seen White Lily go through that pain? I would assume so if they saw Millennial Tree die. Anyway, we saw this. I've done everything in my power. And that ended up not working for you because, that happened. And of course, this happened to you because you kind of accepted the fact that you were Shadow Milk. But when you finally let that acceptance come in, you were just, you kind of gave up. Tip to all the kids out there, and all the adults, and literally everyone. Never give up. Please. Do you believe we could be good friends? I mean, trust me. There are other people who act like you with this sort of attitude in this kingdom. Like Werewolf Cookie, Dark Chocolate Cookie, and all that stuff. So honestly, you're definitely not like a new new thing to be put on the store shelf. You're definitely something that people could definitely love. Heck, for all I know, you could be definitely receiving a lot of comfort from like all the fans and stuff. Yep, of course. Some wounds cannot be healed. Yeah, I mean, you ever heard of, I'm not even gonna go that route. That's just terrible if I were to say that. Seriously. I think, is that much, basically, the light of truth grows dimmer. Yeah, I mean, that's what you do say because you're being consumed by more lies. And soon enough, that's gonna make you comfortable, but right now you're just in a very sad state. Anyway, if you are wondering, yes, this costume does has a story of its own. If I go here, I think I have to, do this, and then we have this screen saying, the light of his soul has dimmed, blackened by the shadow of despair. For neither glory, not blessings, but despair awaited him at the end of his long quest for the truth. Yet, there was something he did not lose in his fruitless, not longing, but lonely journey. the sinister whispers of the truth he has sworn to hide within the holds and folds of his dark robes, so that no one else was ever had to face the cruel reality again. So he hides the truth in his robes? Even though those are sinister whispers? Or are they lies? So he's basically being like a depression sponge. He's literally keeping it all for himself. Which that's very depressing, but if you're wondering, yes, there is a first encounter for this guy too. One of a more somber tune, obviously. But, as you can see, it comes from both the different door holes. As you can see, this one comes along the evil dark one, which is over to the left. But if we do a quick travel backsies over to Shadow Milk in the same costume, bam, you can see at this little thing right here, it's in the light door. But for some reason, it's on the left side again, which doesn't make any sense to me. Because why is one door on the left and the other to the right? But then in the other cutscene, it's like on the opposite side. Maybe it's like a nice parallel between the two. That's maybe what I'm thinking. That's the only thing I can understand. It's like, you know, the alt versions of themselves. But anywho, the only thing I can do left is like, you know, throw them in battle. But the problem is, like, really can't do anything with them to a certain degree, because here's the problem. Shadow Milk Cookie does have quotes for when you put it in battle, but Pure Vanilla Cookie does not. So, yeah, I'm still gonna throw him in battle, because maybe you want to see him use, like, a skill or something like that, at the very least. So let's go in, like, Ancient Altar or something. Probably this level. And then just throw you both on there, because if you're wondering, unfortunately, he doesn't have any quotes if you were to put it onto battle, but it could be the same quotes. I don't know. But if we just put him down, like, it's just, yeah, he just plops down on there. He just rises up a bit. Now, the thing with Shadow Milk Cookie.
Everyone fights for their own truth.
Yep, he has his own custom quotes for the truth and stuff like that.
This battle is part of the lesson.
He's beating people up just to give a lesson. Love this guy.
Everyone fights for their own truth. This battle is part of the lesson. It is I, the Truth Sayer. The
Truth Sayer. And of course, I'm pretty sure they might have the same exact quotes, but of course they are obviously going to look different in battle. I'm not sure if they have any quotes for when you put them both down. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Though the eye does look different for Pure Vanilla, I can tell that. And of course, put it down. Pure Vanilla does have the costume equipped, which has all these graphics look different, which looks awesome. But then we could do the same thing for Shadow Milk, which says right here. Do this, and all the eyes are like bright and they enhance to a golden color. And he even said a different quote, like, what did it say, truth come out? The quotes here are obviously the same, because, you know, it's just sliding and, you know, all this stuff. Yep, they're both sliding together, just being fun. But, like, as you can see...
Truth will out!
Truth will out? Something like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Pure Vanilla Cookie's quote was just like... I don't know, like... like, believe in deceit or something, just like... all will fade. Something like that. I don't know, something stupid. And of course they both bow down in some aspect. Though Pure Vanilla is just like a slight... like, it's weird. It looks like Shadow Milk is very taller, but I'm pretty sure it's because, you know, he's floating. But you have to admit, even from the skill aspect, they look very adorable. So, of course, I'm not going to tell you how to use them in combat. This is just a nice video just to showcase both of their costumes and how unique they can be. Because both are really fun. Though, I guess maybe on different days I'll probably swap out the costumes just so they can go back to their regular state. But that's how it would be sometimes. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you will see links to all my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I'm going to kick around YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff for represent the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you wouldn't normally see on this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.